low inventory cause the average price to increase or goes down? Let's find out. It's Manny Bagga with the Bagga team from Roll the Page. Magna?
Hey, it's Shivani Bagga, and let's delve into October 2023 and what exactly happened in the housing market.
Well, let's talk. Is the prices are going up or down? And which segment of the whole residential part is the hottest buy? So let's talk. So give us an inside scoop.
Hey, we're gonna be talking about it. We're gonna be talking about it in two different lenses actually today. We're gonna be talking about as a home buyer for your own personal use, and the second side we're gonna be talking about is as an investor, because both people right now can highly benefit. It just depends on who you are and what your stance is in today's market. So just like Manny said, are housing prices going up or are they going down? It really depends on the category that you are buying for. But if we take a look at the entirety of the residential market, it's pretty much fairly flat. There hasn't been any drastic increases, there hasn't been any drastic decreases. However, there's certain pockets within the market that have gone extremely up that are quite shocking, and there's certain pockets that have gone down, which have kind of shocked us. So let's run to the numbers and see what those are looking at. In regards to the all residential properties, the average selling price is sitting at $397,000. Month over month, that is an increase of 0.6%, and year over year, that is a decrease of 0.7%. So just like I mentioned, it's a very flat rate. There isn't anything very, very high and there isn't anything very, very low. That means Edmonton has a very healthy market. We're not experiencing what Vancouver or Toronto is experiencing. Coming into our detached properties, the average selling price is sitting at $487,000, month over month decrease of 1.4%, and year over year increase of 1.8%. So as many people are saying, oh my gosh, the housing prices of detached properties are going down. Year over year, they're actually not. They've gone up almost 2%, which is really healthy growth. We are not going to be seeing that 20% increase like certain provinces are. We're very healthy in here in Edmonton. Going into our semi-detached properties, our selling price are sitting at an average of $386,000, month over month increase of 9%. Holy smokes. When me and Dad saw that ratio, we were shocked. 9% increase in a semi-detached property, but it's not that shocking when you really look into it, because we just have our increase in our interest rates. So as interest rates are continually going up, our buyers' affordability are going down. So that means that when we're looking in our housing market, those lower bracket properties around that $380,000 to $350,000 range are getting scooped up really, really fast. So again, as an investor, this may be something that if you have to hold on to because the prices are going up. This may be a good situation if you want to vacate that property and put it for rent. You may want to think about that because the buying prices are going up. Now, as a buyer, what does that mean for you? It means that there's increased competition. It means that if you find a house within that 340 to 380 range and you absolutely love it and it fits all your family's criteria, don't hold on, because those prices are going to go up and the demand is going to go up, which Manny will talk about. If we look at our row homes and our townhomes, the average price of selling is $259,000 with a month over month decrease of 3.1% and a year over year decrease of 0.6%. And jumping into our condos, this is a big alert for our investors. Wake up! We have an average sale price of $204,000, month over month increase of 11.8%. That is crazy. And year over year, we have an increase of 8.9%. So what does that show you? Again, buyers' affordability is very low. In almost a year and a half to 2 years of steadily monitoring these stats, we have not seen those ratios go that high to almost 12% month over month increase within 30 days. Imagine from September to October, how did the condo market jump 12%? So investors, wake up, and buyers, wake up. Those are going to be your big two categories you want to pay attention to, is our condo market and our semi-detached market.
Wow, I was listening very constantly all those stats, but that boils down to it that those two segments in the condo and the semi-detached are the biggest super hitter in last quarter.
Yeah.
Well, why? Let's dive in. What is the biggest reason those two segments of properties are getting so high up? Number one, did you ever pay attention how many people got moved in Alberta in last year? Imagine. Oh, close to 60,000 people. 60,000 people if you're coming to Alberta. So I'm not saying that all those people are moving to Edmonton, but the majority of the people are going to Calgary, and the Calgary is flooding back to Edmonton. So how it works, how the industry works, number one, any person can move down from Vancouver, Toronto to Alberta. Number one, they start renting. So the rental market goes so strong. Nobody buys a property. They always rent in between 6 months to a year to test the market and wet their feet and find out that, hey, is this place will be good for me? Is that place could be secure for me to live? So those people are start moving into this one. And then now investors' focus is turned from the bigger property to the smaller because the rental is so strong. Did you know the second factor? If it is the rental market is strong, the rent is increasing. I was just talking to one of my clients. He said, Manny, my cousin moved from Toronto to down here. He was paying $4,000 rent. And then that guy is engineer moving and say, hey, hell with it. I'm not gonna move and stay there for $4,000 rent, move to Alberta. Edmonton, he's paying right now close to $1,700. So somebody paying $4,000 versus $1,700, but his wages, they say, how much has went down? He said, Manny, near about it's pretty much the same. He said, I'm start saving way more money. So that's a biggest cause for all the peoples are out there, okay? Doesn't matter if you're a buyer or you're a seller or you're investors or anything. I'm just giving you a free information so you can utilize it and make sure you can do that. But let's talk the stats. So number one, last month we have a 6,259 total properties are available in Greater Edmonton real estate market. That's number one. Number two, we got 2,753 new properties came into 1 month, which is 8.8% less, which is normal. We are in October, we are that third month of our last year, and that's it's gonna factor in. So 8.8% less. But if you look at the year to date, we have 31,000 properties enter in MLS board, which is a 5.8% increase year over year. That's a total inventory we have it in Edmonton. Now the flip side, so we already know the inventory, how much is now, how many property got sold. So last month, 1,812 property got sold, which is minus 12%. So month over month, it decreased, sales went down. Normal. When the people see, so, oh my God, 12% sales went down in October month, well, it's normal. You cannot have the same momentum what happened in June or what happened in May or what happened in July. So don't get worried about it. But look at the second number, year to date. So 20,000 property got sold. Remember I told you, Shivani, 31,000 property came and 20,000 property got sold. Yeah. And that is 21% sales got increased. In normal, person's gonna get jumped out of from their bed and say, oh my God, there's a 12% sales went down. But on other side, if you see a year to date, we are 21% sales are up. What does that mean to you at this moment? Hey, we are still, buyers are very strong out there. I totally get that. Interest rate makes a big impact on person's mortgage qualification, no doubt about it. But again, on the other side, the amount of people are moving in town, they are gonna be buying those properties. What one thing you are seeing which is not normal in other years, like you're practicing in real estate over 6 years now, and then you have a very well knowledgeable in selling side, or so is there anything you see which is not normal?
Yeah, I honestly have not seen our condo markets jump that much. Almost 12% month over month and close to 5% year over year increase. That's something that's not very normal that we've seen. We've had a big play of COVID that increased our detached single family properties, but that also made a hit to our condo markets. So now we're seeing our market slowly start to fluctuate back to our normal of having a high demand for our condos and slowly starting to brush off onto our semi-detached properties, or sorry, our detached single family properties. But I want to throw that question back to you is when we were looking at all of these stats and you mentioned that a lot of people are coming to Edmonton or to Alberta, over 60,000 people have moved from out of provinces into Alberta. Where are you seeing the seller side happening? How are you seeing that impact sales in regards to the number of listings? And how are you also seeing that impact the number of buyers? Are we seeing our local buyers getting kicked out the market and more of our outside buyers coming in? What are you seeing?
Valid question, Shivani. How did I start up? My starting up of the line is that, hey, inventory is decreasing. That's seasonal effect. Plus the consumption of the smaller properties are picked it up by investors or the persons are coming from out of town. They picked it up because the thing is that, hey, I was paying $4,000 rent, now I'm paying $2,000. If my payment is $2,000, I don't care interest rate is 5 or 5.5 or 6, I don't care. But I am buying at the end of the day what I'm making and what my payments are. That boils down to it. So the way I think, what is gonna happen, the lower end properties can be in very big demand for upcoming 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
The condo market and then the single family home or duplexes, all those homes are going to be there. So it's two bracket, below $200,000 and below $500,000. So those are two segments. Upcoming months, my views, what I think that the lower end property is going to go up. For sure, that's going to be a high demand, but higher end property might be a stall. That's going to take more time to sell, but let's check. Last month, a detached home, it used to be 45, now it's 43 days. It takes 43 days to sell. Now, when I say semi-detached, it used to be 45, now it's 47. Okay, so row houses and townhouse, last year was 52, now it's 42. So did you see that? Row house and townhouse, 52 days was last year, now it's 42 days.
Yeah.
Okay, so apartment and condos, last year it was 61, now it's 61. The time frame is taking the same time, but now the demand for those consumption is higher up.
Right.
But if I put all the residentials together in Edmonton market for last year in October, it was 48 days, now it's 46 days. For basically 6 weeks to 8 weeks, that's the average time frame to sell the property. But if it's a priced right, if you're not priced right, don't follow those numbers. So that's not gonna follow. But that's my takeaway at this moment, Shivani, for the overall place. Before I can wrap up some of the stuff, I want to share with you. Last month, detached home, the most high rollers was $2,058,000. That's the most detached home got sold. Semi-detached was $1 million. A row house and townhouse was $540,750. That's the most highest property got sold. Apartment and condos, as I mentioned to you, in Edmonton, people think that we can buy $100,000 apartment and up till $200,000, but last month, one of the biggest sales happened over $3 million.
Wow.
$3 million apartment and condo. Hey, we're catching up Vancouver, we're catching up Toronto, but we are still in Edmonton. We have so many choices. It's all up to you what exactly you are looking. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, at that point, you're not buying an apartment, you're not buying a house, you're buying a lifestyle. No garbage pickup, no snow removal, no gardening, groceries are delivered. That is a lifestyle that you're buying.
Hey, hopefully the stats will be more helpful for you and then or the people that are watching or the people that are moving from out of town to Edmonton. Bagga Teams is dedicated to deliver value to you. I want to say thank you so much for all the viewers who give us their thumbs up, their comments. If you have any comments, what do you think? Please comment below. And where are they going to contact us, Shivani?
You can always reach us directly at 780-431-5615 or visit our website www.manibagga.com.
Hey, love you guys all. As you know, that Bagga Team is all social media platform. We are not only on YouTube, we are on Insta, you are on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Vimeo, YouTube channel, you name it, anywhere, whatever that platform you are working, we are there to deliver that information to you.